let's look at the state of our police force then. So there's going to be a video I'm going to play very shortly. You may have seen it, you may not have, okay? This is it here. I'll give you a quick, there you go. Female police officers trying to basically break into someone's property by breaking open the door. Teaser, spoiler alert, they do fail, but we're going to cover it in a minute. But we're going to cover why do they fail. So before we play it, physical requirements for the police are most probably not the highest of levels. And it's a shame because these people, these officers are meant to look after the public. They're meant to be that one step higher than the public, okay, to be able to protect you. And some of them do an absolute fine job. They generally do put their life on the line. But we do have an issue. If we look at this, and they do get the mick taken out of them, which, you know, really embarrassing. So let's just have a look at this. So if I get this up.
Bit harder. Go on. Hit it.
You can see they're trying to hit it. There isn't much force going in it. And there's a guy just at the back standing and watching. So I'm not sure what he's doing. You can see that they are struggling a bit.
Call yourself police force. No force in you.
She's missing quite a few times. It's just complete fail, isn't it? It doesn't look good. It's not good for the reputation of the police. But we're going to look at why that possibly could be. Why I've brought this up. In 2024, UK police officers, excluding those in specialist roles, which I'll cover in a minute, like firearms, are required to achieve a level. I actually had to read this multiple times because I didn't believe it. A level 3.7 on the bleep test, okay? The multi-stage shuttle run. 3.7. You don't even really break into a jog. It's still pretty much a walk at level 3.7. That translates to a total running distance of 525 meters over 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Don't believe me, have a look at this. I'll make it bigger. 3.7. Apparently those who are carrying tasers need 5.4. You're just about jogging. Public safety units, 6.3. You're still just about jogging. Firearms officers and specialist firearms officers finally do get to a very good stage-ish, 9.4 and 10.5. So they do need to be at a pretty decent level. This test apparently involves a line of 15 meters as well. So it's not even a 20 meter bleep test that the British Army do. And they've got to do it over 3.7. This is the problem. This is the issue. But before we carry on, if you want to stay focused, you want to improve your performance, then go to combatreadyhq.co.uk and check out our amazing coffee blends. It also supports the channel, helps us put out great content for you guys. So do head over to combatreadyhq.co.uk. The link is in the description. And if you want to help with recovery, muscle growth, then head over to combatfuel.co.uk using code CH15 for 15% off. Okay, they've got the best supplements on the market, 100% compulsory drug test safe as well. But back to this then. This is the issue. This is what's happening with the British Army as well. The standards are being lowered. They're not high enough in the beginning. These are the basic minimum requirements. And what the problem is with the world, the majority of the people were just happy meeting the basic standards. They go, I've hit it, a P's a P, it's a pass. So why do I need to do any better? And that's the issue. These guys should be able to break into a door. Yes, some doors may be, you know, a little bit tougher, might be barricaded, might have more locks, but the majority of doors, they should be able to be in within seconds. Up to the door, crowbar in, whack, door open. They're never going to, hitting it like that, they're never going to get in. They are not going to get in. And that's the issue. And also 3.7 is obviously your aerobic capacity, your endurance. What about any strength tests, any strength requirements? Is that tested? Is it tested to a good enough level? No. So you're expecting, you know, they're signing up and they're failing straight from the beginning because they're not given the training. They're not given the assessments and tests required to do their job. Yes, a lot of the time they may be just walking the street, but sometimes they might have to chase down a criminal. They might have to tackle a criminal. The amount of videos I've seen where there's female police officers trying to tackle men and women, and there's multiple female police officers and they're just getting battered. They're not able to take down these criminals. And it's not their fault. They're being set up to fail because the assessments are not there. And it's the same with the military. We're setting up our soldiers and recruits to fail because we're lowering the standards. Standards need to be maintained high. And yes, we're struggling to get people in, but you bring them up to the level required. That's why basic training used to be so tough. You broke the civilian out of them. You broke the recruit down. And then you built them back up to how you wanted them to be. You didn't go into the British Army and it was, you need to run 6-minute miles, 7-minute miles straight from the off. It was gradual physical training that built up gradually to the level that you needed them when they left basic training. And then that was maintained in regiment, through phase 2 training in regiment. And the police should be doing the same. You should be bringing them in. This is the basic minimum requirement. By the time you leave our training, this is where we need you to be. This is where you're going to be. Otherwise, you will not progress because you're not safe to be on the streets. And it's the same we need to be saying to our soldiers. If you want to be on the streets, you need to be at a level. But we've set them up to fail. Those female officers, okay, they should be in their own time, in the gym running, using weight training, increasing their strength, their performance. But if the top corridor, the chain of command are not on them, and they haven't got the assessments yearly to make sure they're meeting the requirements, then a lot of people just aren't going to do it. Also, how much training do they have on this bit of equipment? Because to me, there's no muscle memory there. It's not whack, whack, whack in. They were struggling to get it in the right position. They were struggling to hold it. So how often are they training on these pieces of equipment? Most probably not enough. Not enough. Once again, setting them up to fail. Let's do it right, okay? Let's get them trained correctly. Let's keep them competent. Consistent training on these bits of equipment. Absolute shocking scenes. And I'm sure we can most probably find many, many more videos like that. That's my take on it. I would be very interested to know what you've got to say on this. Please do comment below. I'd like to know what you've got to say. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Head over to Combat Ready HQ and Combat Fuel, and I'll see you soon.